everyone. I want to thank you for coming to another session. And today we're just going to be talking about taking control of your health. I have a very strong belief in holistic medicine. I believe in osteopaths. I believe in surgeons. I believe in Reiki healers. I believe in acupuncture, yoga, meditation. I believe in herbs that can cure cancer. I believe in exercise and food and sleep and relationships. So that's kind of what I want to talk about. Doctors, medical doctors, are overworked, underpaid, and they're rushed, and they have staffs that are there for a paycheck. Now, I don't know if you work in that environment or ever have worked in that environment, but that's one where some mistakes can be made. People going through divorces, they're not really thinking about it, or, they're thinking about buying a boat or a house, and then they're thinking about, they're not there. So I am looking for alternative health options. And the reason is that I want to make sure that when I walk into a doctor and they tell me something that I don't like, and they tell me they don't know, or they tell me they don't have a cure, off with their heads. I am going to go find that cure. Why? Because it's in my best interest to have a long life, to share in relationships, to enjoy life, to get rid of fear and anger and misgiving and grievances and judgment. It's just not working. So, what we want to look at is, are there the cures or are there the band-aids? And I did a video just a little while ago about the difference between the two. And me personally, when I talk about a cure, it is the end. There's not going to be any more. No more repetition. We're moving on. Life is getting good. So let's just talk about number one. I've done a video on the top 4 things that are going to make your life more happy and healthier. And sleep is number 1. Would you believe relationships is number 2? Relationships help with anger, depression, intimacy, vitality. They help with communication of ideas and concepts to keep your brain alive and expanding. Relationships can be challenging, but that's the good part, because you can overcome that through great communication, as long as you don't store that negative energy within you and you're dealing with good, positive people. What we want to be doing is looking at Reiki healing and Kabbalah healing. We want to look at energy that is out in the universe in order to be able to allow us to heal. So what can you do today? Well, let's just start with a checklist. Checklist number 1. Are you getting the sleep you need? And is that sleep helping with your stress? You have stress? Oh, let's get some exercise. Wait a minute. Let's get some meditation. Let's do yoga. And let's talk about our eating habits. If we're eating through stress, not a good idea. If we're eating through distraction, we're going to have intestinal issues. We're going to have stomach issues. We're going to have acid reflux. And we're not going to remember what the heck we ate. And are we eating nutritious food? Nutritious. Let's just talk about that for a minute. If you're going to a fast food joint, you're getting more chemicals in your food than nutrition. If you go to the grocery store and all you do is shop the perimeter, you don't go into the center of the store, you just shop the perimeter, you're going to have a healthy lifestyle. I'm not asking you to buy organics. I'm just asking you to buy fruits, vegetables, meats, dairy products, and beer. I like a good beer, good wine too. But there's also orange juice and fruit juices and things like that on the perimeter. Here's the deal. We can have a much healthier life by doing some very simple things. Number 1 is let's just understand the words that we use. Let's just be positive. And you're saying to yourself, oh yeah, I've heard it before. Well, let me tell you a story. I used to have bad oral diseases, right there. And when I made the decision to stop using potty words, my gums and everything started to heal. Let's talk about the words that you use. And you're thinking this is airy-fairy? No. If we are true to our words, we have integrity, we build trust, we stay with trust, we do follow words, we don't say things that we don't mean. What's going to happen is that we're going to have a much happier lifestyle because we're not going to have to remember some of the stuff we said. So let's just talk about the 4 emotions that are most impactful. Happy, sad, glad, and mad. All right, so if we spend most of our time in the sad and mad area, do you think that might have an impact on our health? Let's talk about, do we need the sunshine pump? I needed the sunshine pump for a long time. Then I got help through Reiki healing and cognitive behavior therapy. And that alone has stopped me from going into the sad and mad cycle over and over. Now, do I get sad periodically? Yeah, when somebody dies, I get sad. When I hear about horrible incidences in sex trafficking or children being overworked, yeah, I'm very sad. So what we want to do is understand that our thoughts have a lot to do with our health. Are we constantly worried, or are we meditating? Are we thinking about love? Or are we thinking about what a bozo the person is that's right in front of us in our car? It's not healthy. Our disease state is caused by our thoughts, our eating habits, our sleeping habits, our relationships, and exercise, and the food that I already mentioned eating. So if we want to have vitality, if we want to have performance, if we want to have an exciting life, yeah, let's go for it because it's yours. You can take control over any of the areas that I just mentioned. Go ahead, comment, say to me something that is on your mind, controversial. Are you believing this, or do you have an area that you have a question in? I'd love to talk to you. This is what this forum is all about, and I look forward to talking to you.